The last video in this series is going to be rationalising a denominator. And this comes along the lines of life being easier when you can simplify. Okay? In terms of visualising, if I asked you to visualise what half of something was, I would like to think that you could do that fairly easy. Half a chocolate bar, half of a car, half of a basket of fruit. However, if I asked you what a root tooth of an amount, so 1 over root 2 of 64, would you be able to do that? My honest answer for me is no. I have no concept of what that looks like. And this is why we like rationalising the denominator to make it a whole number, so we can then work with other things simplified. Okay, let's just go back to the fraction and we'll choose the one that's in the notes, so 3 over root 2. We want to get rid of that root 2. It is what we call a rational because it goes on and on and on when you turn it into its decimal. And we want it to be something concise, something exact. We've got to pull out a trick that somehow gets that root 2 off the bottom and onto the top of our fraction. Remember from multiplying, if you multiply the bottom by something, you also have to multiply the top. And our trick to getting rid of that root 2 on the bottom is we multiply both the top and the bottom of the fraction by root 2. What's 3 times root 2? Well, that's going to be 3 root 2. And what's root 2 times root 2? At the side, let's have a wee look. Root 2 times root 2 is going to give you root 2 times root 2. Square root of 4. It's just 2. Okay? So on the bottom, we have 3 root 2 over 2. And you have simplified. Now, in terms of maximising your marks here, what you want to do in your working is show that you understand you are multiplying by root 2 top and bottom. You then write it out as if you've done the timesing, and then you go for your answer. Because you have made it absolutely clear you understand the process of not just how to rationalise, but also you understand the process of multiplying two fractions. There are more difficult questions they can give you in this, but they're unlikely to come up at National 5 level, and they're more there to prepare you for higher.